Fall in, recruits. This is Commander Matt with BoLS, and today we will be taking a look at World of Tanks, a tank fighting miniature war game based on the massively multiplayer online game of the same name. Each recruit will be taking control of their own tank with unique stats and outfit their tank with their own squad, customizable upgrades, and additional power-ups. The starter box. Oh wow, I can't keep that up. Oh. Alright, let's drop that bit. Where was I? The starter box here contains everything you need to jump into the action. 4 unique tanks with plenty of crew and upgrade cards, as well as the dice and damage cards that you will need to play. World of Tanks isn't really a board game like I typically review. It's a full-on miniature war game, and there's not really any defined win conditions. You want to play Capture the Flag? They got rules for that. You want to play King of the Hill? They got rules for that too. You want to just blow each other up? Well, wouldn't you know it? They got you covered. The basic rules of play are pretty simple. The complexity comes through the wide array of customization options players can attach to their tanks. Before each game begins, players will design their platoon. A platoon consists of tanks, crew, modules, and upgrades. Each of these have a cost associated with them, and it's up to the player or tournament organizer to dictate how much cost the players will have to build their platoon. While each tank does have a nationality associated with it, strictly speaking, you don't have to abide by that, but it's more thematic if you do, but that's your decision. Each tank has listed the crew positions available, each role granting different types of benefits, but the benefit itself being on the crew card. Upgrades and modules work similarly and grant all sorts of various bonuses, re-rolling dice, adding to your tank's stats, preventing damage, you name it. There are rules dictating how many of each type of upgrade and module you can have. Once both players have built their platoon, it's time to play. The rulebook offers guidance on how to place terrain features and deploy your tanks, but that's, well, it's kind of boring, so we're going to skip all that. But I will note there are rules for the terrain features like buildings and trees, which block line of sight, and hills and walls, which also block line of sight, but also grant a hull down defensive bonus if you're behind them. Alright. Game time. Each turn begins with the movement phase. Movement in World of Tanks uses the measuring arrow. Each tank has a mobility stat which dictates how many times it can move each turn. To move, the player places the measuring arrow so any part of it is touching the moving tank, then picks up the tank and moves it so that it is comfortably nestled right in the notch of the tip of the arrow. Anytime a tank moves, a token is placed to denote how many times it has moved in that turn, since it will gain a defensive dodge bonus basically for taking evasive maneuvers. However, if a tank doesn't move, it is marked as being stationary, which lets the tank reroll any misses on that turn. Speaking of attacking, yay, the good part! Tanks can shoot in any direction thanks to their rotating turret, which is great to not have to worry about the firing arc or anything. Tanks are considered to be in cover from another tank if the attacking tank cannot draw a line from its center to 3 of the 4 defending tank's corners without passing through some sort of blocking terrain. To attack, the attacker rolls a number of custom dice equal to their firepower stat plus any relevant bonuses from equipment or whatever. Remember that being stationary lets you re-roll all of these misses. The defense pool is a little more involved, but basically you take the survivability stat plus any bonus dice for each tank having moved for how much and for being in cover, and then you'll lose dice based on being in close range or getting attacked from the side. And this is up to a 6 die maximum. The attacker's dice are compared to the defender's dice, and any remaining hits deal 1 damage, and any unresolved critical hits force the defender to draw a critical damage card, which can have many very, very bad effects. Finally, the command phase lets players attempt to fix any of these critical damage cards if they have the repairable keyword. Then players go back and forth, shooting at each other until whatever objective or goal they're fighting over either happens or is won or destroyed or whatever. We had to brush over a few things, but that's basically everything you need to know to jump into a game of World of Tanks. It's a fun, quick, easy to pick up wargame with a huge amount of depth thanks to the wide variety of tanks and all their customization options. So if all of that sounds interesting, please go check out World of Tanks. If you liked this video, please give it a like. It really does help us a lot. I want all of my armored combat vehicle enthusiasts to comment down below which their favorite is. Personally, I like the M109A6 Paladin, since I used to work on them when I worked with BAE Systems not too long ago, and if you subscribe to this channel, maybe I'll be able to repair this critical damage to my heart. Thanks for watching! I get it. Bye.
Click to subscribe. Check out more videos. And thanks for watching.